Where is this? Social media don't. Okay. All right, guys. Many more are joining us, and okay. Can you guys see my screen?
No?
All right. Okay. So how about now? Okay. Good.
Yes.
Good. Good. All right. Good. So the training is recording. All right. You can see it right here is recording. So I'm just gonna. I'll just move direct to the business of today. Now, I told you guys, I said there is, I'm going to tell you guys your number one problem. All right. And I said something again. I said your number one problem is not that you don't you don't have enough capital or trade this thing capital. No, that is not your number one problem. Okay, I'm going to be showing you guys what I consider to be the number one problem here. Okay, so with any further ado, we'll just have to let's head over to binary.com. Now, can everybody hear me clearly? Can everybody hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Good. Because what we are going to be discussing today is very, very key. I want your undivided attention. Your undivided attention. I want you guys to listen to everything that I have to say today. Now, I decided to make use of my demo account today. Okay. Reason because the demo account, I kind of like decided to blow up the account so that I can just have like $160. The reason being because I wanted to show you guys that it's not about how much you have. Because the number one problem I see many of you have on this platform is that you want to make the most money in the shortest period of time possible. You want to make the most money in the shortest period of time possible. Now, you forgot equally my instruction to you guys. And what was my instruction? My instruction to you guys is this. This platform is not a platform that you will not lose money. It is a platform that you will lose money. And if since this is a platform that you will lose money, you need to trade with caution. You need to trade as in like an army, a military personnel. You don't go to sleep with your two eyes closed. You sleep with one eye open. When you come in here, don't like, oh, you see Mr. Odnakachi's portfolio is $1,800 or 1,000 this, and you want to use my account as, will I say, as a motivation for your trading. You will lose money. Oh. You will lose money. Yes. Why I do post my this account very soon, I will stop posting it, is to show you guys that the strategy I taught you guys is the same thing I use. If it is working for me, it should work for you, irrespective of how much you have, which is what you're going to look at here. Now, this strategy we have, the first we told you. Now, I have, is this clear right now? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now,
Yes, sir.
the mistake many of you make, the mistake many of you make is you come in here with the mindset that you should win 10. out of 10 trades, or worst be worst, you win worst be worst, you win 8 out of 10 trades. No. Sometimes you might win 6 and lose 4 in 10 trades. You might encounter such kind of issues where you find yourself that you are losing multiple times. It becomes as if after every win you encounter one loss. After every 2 wins you encounter one loss. I'm going to tell you guys something. There are times you trade and there are times you should avoid. Look at what is happening here now. Look, this time is not when to trade. Are you listening to me, guys? Look here. This time is not what? Are you listening? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is not the time to trade. Who can tell me why I said this is not the time to trade? Who can tell me now? Who can tell me? Anybody here that can tell me why I said this is not the time for you to trade? I need somebody here to tell me. I need somebody here to tell me.
All right, sir. I can't speak, sir.
You said? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because the market is too fast.
The market
The
is.
market is lagging and it's lagging and also it's very fast.
Aye.
It's moving fast.
See, what is your name? What is your name?
Elisha.
Elisha. Elisha, let me ask you one simple question.
Yes, sir.
Between God and man, you have traded, are you trading on a live account?
Yes, sir.
Have you been making money or you have been losing?
I'll be losing, sir.
You have been losing. Then that means you are not studying
Yes.
the market very well. You gave a wonderful explanation. See, you don't trade when the market is lagging. Here, see, when you see this number, you know when something is lagging, it's not moving smoothly. Look at it. See, it look as if it will hang for some time before it will now, when it now shows up, it will move fast. Pa 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 pa. You don't trade this time. Trading at this time, like this now, you will lose a lot of money. Why? Because you might see 6 here or 0 here, you want to take trade. You don't know that while the thing is lagging, it have already moved pa pa pa, and before you know it, it will just go and appear as 1. You wait when the market is moving normally, like this, that the market is moving normally. Now this is when you take your trades. If you go and you are taking trade when the market is lagging, you will lose a lot of money. Another thing you also need to do is this: plan yourself. Plan yourself. I will say it again. Plan yourself. This is not a gamble. This is not Bet Naija. Okay? This is business. This is business. Plan yourself for your business. Plan yourself for your what? For your business. Approach this with a business man kind of mindset. Don't just come here, oh, let me try my luck. If you want to do try your luck, you will fall out of luck. You will fall out of luck. Now, number one thing you should take from this is this. It's not every time you should trade. When you see market like this, is hanging or is lagging, don't take trades during this period. Don't take trade.
But sorry, what do you mean by hanging? I didn't get it.
If you look here now, you will see, look at this, you will see it is, if you look at this, it will look as if it is freezing. When you see it, look now, it freezes. Did you not see it freeze for some seconds? Watch, you will see for some seconds, you see nothing will move. It will just freeze. Before you now see, if it now releases the freeze, it will move fast. Pa 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 pa. Do you understand it? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you observe it? Did you observe it? So the
Yes,
first
sir.
thing you actually look now, it has freeze again. It just froze. So when you come in here, you first look, see it froze now. When you come in here, you first look and you observe what is the market situation. If the market is freezing, you don't do what? You don't start engaging in trading immediately. If the market is freezing, you don't just go and start engaging in trade immediately. Take a rest, go and do something else. If you still come back maybe after an hour or two and it's still freezing, leave it for that day. Don't trade for that day. Wait until when the market is moving the way it should. See, like this market now, this market is absolutely hanging. If we are to trade now, we will lose a lot of money. But I will still try and trade so that we can see if we make. Look, you see what I'm telling you? Are you seeing the freezing? Are you seeing the freezing?
Yes, sir. But sometimes you're already in the market. Maybe you have already clicked it before you see it hanging.
You don't see. Let me tell you guys another mistake you make is this. When you come in here, this is the apparatus that indicates that you should start trading. This here, this here is your chart. This here is what this thing here, this is your chart. Because this is what where you are looking at the figure that changes. The zero in the last one, that is where, or one there. That is where you are monitoring to enter your trade here. So the condition of the movement of this entire thing here should matters to you. Don't take any trade until you have decided that the market is moving normally, which right now the market is not. Anybody trading now could incur some losses. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Now, another thing you do is, another mistake I discover many of you makes is you want to take trade every single time you see zero appear. No, I believe I sounded this note of warning earlier and I said, don't enter trade at every single zero you see appear here or one that you see appear here. For me, sometimes I will just follow it marathon. Every zero or one I see here that appear, I will just take it maybe for like 2, 3 trades. But after that, I will do what? I will hold on. I will give it a breathing space for maybe one or two to show one and zero to appear like up to 2 to 3 or 4 times before I will not take my next trade. In that way, you are giving yourself breaks. I'm going to be showing you guys some things, another strategy I've discovered that you can use that will be of benefit to you guys. Is that understood now? Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes,
Everybody
sir.
that is here now, everybody that is here, is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
It's clear.
It's clear, sir, but at times, but the freezing might be due to network. I don't know if can be. Now that reason I don't know how to cite.
See, is it, are you talking about your network or what?
Yeah, I'm saying because at times when the network might be slow, it might freeze. So
See,
it might not
let me tell
because
you
somebody
something.
was asking the
Let me tell
question.
you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, your network is not the problem. As long as your phone is browsing, can you listen? Are you listening to me? Okay. As long as your
Yes, boss.
phone accesses internet, you receive WhatsApp message, you go on Facebook, all of these things, your phone does not have issue. But the thing is, what can affect your trade is the capacity of your phone. There is what we call network speed and phone processing speed. If you are using all these phone that is not, maybe all these low end phones, Android phones or iPhones, you may run into problems. Do you understand? You may run into problems. And that was why my first advice to you guys is that this is better used with a laptop. And that's why I recommended, I said, if you don't have a laptop, at least we have cyber cafe operators where you can go, just log in, buy 1 hour, log in. If you buy 1 hour, which is maybe some states you might buy 1 hour for 500. I don't know, now it might be like 1,000. You buy 1 hour of 1,000. You come here and you make $10 for that day or $15 in that day. You are in profit. You spend 1,000 to gain access to fast internet and access to computer, and you make $15 for that day. Times it by 730. This is how much you make minus your expenses, which is 1,000. You are in profit for that day. If you do this consecutively for 30 days, you make this amount of money. This is you making $15 every day. Now, many of you think you can't do this with this thing. So, you need to understand it. The first thing, make sure that the market here, this thing here is not lagging, is moving freely, is not slowing down, is not
Sir,
hooking.
please, I can't see the screen.
You
I
can't see
can't see
my
your screen,
screen.
sir. Yes, sir. Check your set. No.
Check
Sometimes
your
it's your settings. Suppose you mean when the blinking of the last two digits is slow. Is that what you mean by that?
yes. If you see that the movement of those digits is slow or freezing, for example, now you see as it froze when it showed that 25 for some time, it stayed longer. See, you see this 99 stayed longer. It means the platform is lagging. You don't trade that time. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't trade that time.
Yes.
You don't trade that time. If you trade that time, the possibility of you losing is very, very high, because we be like somebody swimming against the tide. Do you understand it? So, and the second thing I told you guys is not every time you see one or zero that you must take a trade. You see, the reason why you are using one as your last prediction figure, is because when you see one or zero appear, it tells you that the market is already down. And when something is down, the next possible movement is upwards. The next possible movement is what? Upwards. Do you understand it? So use your discretion. Don't be entering trade pa. Every time you see one, you enter. Every time you see zero, you enter. If you jump on every opportunity you get or you see of one and zero, you will lose a lot of money. Now let's go forward to the next. Another thing you need to do is you need to do what we call portfolio management. What is portfolio management? Portfolio management simply means how do you manage your funds here? Your funds here, how do you manage it? You structure your funds in a way that it should help you to carry out multiples of trade before you lose. Let me say for example now, if I come in here and I put in $20 as my stake amount and this is my portfolio, is this a good portfolio management?
No,
Why is it not a good
no,
portfolio
sir.
management?
It is not. It is
It's
not
really too hard.
because if you have to take a trade and lose it, for you to get another one, that's the second one, it will get to around 70 or 80 for you to cover up. Then the
Good.
third one is above that 160, which is your balance.
So which means this is not a good portfolio management. See guys, I told you guys that if your portfolio is within $100, sorry, let me. If your portfolio is within $100 to $300, I said it this, use 0.37. I said it. I said it. What many of you are looking at, oh, if I use 0.37, it will take me a very long time for me to make $10. It will take me a very long time for me to do this thing. See, anybody that have this portfolio, you have this portfolio, your own should be for you to be in profit every day. Not you, I want to make $50 a day. You can't do that. You can't do that with 300. No, 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 you can't do that. Your objective should be, okay, today I started with $10. Can I be able to move this $10 to maybe $108? You move it to this. The next day, can I move this to $116? You will just think it is a joke. Little by little, the next day, can I move this from $116? Can I move it to $124? This is 3 days you have made $24. In next day, can I move it to $132? By the time you are seeing it, you are making $8 a day from this. By the time you do this for complete 1 month, 30 days, you have made a lot of money for yourself. So don't look at, oh, I know that maybe the thing that I said you how you can make uh, $50 daily from the write up. It is possible. I make it, but I cannot use my experience. I am the one teaching you this. Okay, the experience I have of the platform and trading in general, you don't have it. So that me I'm making $50 every day should not mean that you should want to do the same thing I do. Do you understand it? You can say, okay, if my mentor is making $50 a day, okay, maybe I should make $10 a day. I should make $15 a day. Why? Because you are trying not to over risk your account. Now, what if you risk your account and you lose it? How will you bounce back? How will you start again? Me, I can lose my own and I can still bounce back. But you, if you lose your own, how will
I
you
be the
bounce back?
problem.
That is why I told you guys, I took my time and did calculation for you guys and said, start with zero, start with 0.37. You move it, you go up 2.5, you go up, you do this. By the time you do, this is trade number one, trade number two, the next one might be like $12, trade number three. By the time you come here, you are going to maybe 40 something dollars or $50. By the time you take one, two, three trades, ah, except something is definitely wrong on that system that day, that you will lose one, two, three, four of the trades. But even if you follow this structure like this and say you lose this one, you lost this one, you lost this one, you lost this one, you still have something left in your portfolio. You can relax, rest for the day, the next day you continue. In fact, if you lose this one sef, just go and rest, leave the rest. The next day, continue. Another mistake many of you make is this, very, very important mistake. Many of you here make it. And what is that mistake? It is not every time you lose a trade you must try to recover it. I know this one and many of you will be like, sir, what are you saying? Yes, you heard me right. It is not every time you lose a trade that you should try to recover it. Some of you, in the attempt of you recovering your lost trade, you lost even more. Yes or no?
Yes, very correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that it happened to me yesterday.
Good. Now let me tell you guys why.
I lost almost everything.
Now, I'm sorry to hear that, but I said this thing before. Many of maybe you were not in that training, or maybe you didn't hear me say it clearly. I said this. I said it is not every time you lose a trade that you should try to recover it. And I told you guys that myself, it is not every trade I lose that I try to recover. For example, if I start with one point something dollars now, you know, that time my first starting trade is 1.58. If I win this, if I go, I win, go, I win, go, I win. I am looking at my balance. If my balance here increased to 2 or 3 before I lost a trade, I will not recover it. Why? Because my trade here, I have already made more than this amount of money that I lost. So what will I do? I will continue with the trade. The only time you will see me trying to recover the trade is when I know that maybe this one that I lost have ate into my starting capital for that day. So if maybe I deposited $100 and I have built it to 160, and maybe I enter a trade now, and instead of me winning, I lost. Now it will now reduce to 158 something. Then it have eaten into my starting day capital. So because of that, I will try to recover it. Why? So that I can continue from that day onward. Do you guys understand it now? But if I enter trade and I build this from this amount to maybe 164, and that was when I now lost a trade. As I lose that trade, I will not want to recover it. Why? Because it's just a setback on my profit, not on my starting capital for that day. So I will still continue again trading until maybe I recover what I lost and start making more profits. Now, as time goes on, there will still be time maybe when you lose like two straight. I only recover my trade when I know it have eaten into my starting day capital. Do you guys understand that now?
Yes. Yes.
Is there anybody here that did not understand this thing?
No, sir. No, sir.
Now, I believe that all of you here, at least those of you that joined early, not those people who are joining now, those of you that joined earlier, all of these things is quite clear and well explained. Please, if you have question or anything you do not understand, please just write it down in a piece of paper so that once I am done with this training, you can go ahead and ask your questions. Now, as I told you guys, if your portfolio is anything between $100 to $300, please trade with 0.37. Trade with this. It may take you a lot of time for you to recover or make quite a lot of money, but no problem. Trade with this. It will give you more room for you to recover your trade than when you are going far. All right, so today, as I told you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys another update. All right, and some of the things you should do before starting your trade for the day. Is that okay? Can we continue now to the point where I show you guys what and what to do and the updates?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's go on. All right, so now the next thing, you guys know how we do it, so I'll just copy this. I want to duplicate it. I want to duplicate it to so many places, so many places. So, all right. Oh, Jesus. So I'm just going to remove this. That's for me. This is my first trade. Then this is my second trade. I hope you guys understand what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this one will just come out here. All right, so now I'm just going to set these things up. Like, this is where I view my balance. This is how I do my own. Here's where I view my balance. This one is for my third trade. I'll just bring it to this point. Let's bring it down. All right, this is the other one. So, all right, so I think I'm set. Now, as I said, here I put these amounts. Then manually you need to configure and find out for your second trade. You need to find out because the second trade should recover your first trade. So since this is the amount we start to lose, if we lose this trade, so I'm going to look for here that will show me the profit. So I'll keep adjusting the numbers here. I'll put 3, to know if the profit here, all right, as I put in 3, you see the profit here is greater than 0.3. So I will remove 3, I'll put 2.5 to see I'm still above it. So I can leave it at 2.3. Let me see. Okay, maybe if I leave it even at 2, at 2. Okay, so if I leave it at $2, you can see I am still in profit. I will recover this and still make some few profits. Are you guys seeing this now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good. The next thing you now do is the third trade you will now look for which one will recover this and this, the $2. So here I will put, let me say 9, let me say 10. We can recover it. 10 to just some few cents. So I can put 10.3. Okay, 10.3 will recover it. So now automatically from here, trade number 1, trade number 2, trade number 3, what am I doing? In this 1, 2 trade, I am investing the total amount of $2.12, and this that is 12.67, $12.67 that I'm investing to for me to have this trade and 2 extra backup trade. Now, if this trade goes negative, I can equally create another one. In this case now, I can create another one which will now become my fourth backup trade. So in this aspect, I'll come here, I'll look for an amount that will recover this 12.36. So I will look for, if I put 40 here, does it recover it? No. I put 50 here, does it? Almost. If I put 54, will it? Yeah, 54 recovered it with 54 recovered it completely. So this is my fourth trade now. This is my fourth trade. Is there anybody here that did not understand what I just did? Is there anybody here that did not understand what I just did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it
No,
understood?
sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Understood, sir. Understood.
So now this is my fourth trade. So what do I do? Now I'm going to give you people another strategy. Now before, because this is demo, so I'm just going to show you guys. So this is my fourth account. I mean like my fourth trade. All right. So if, oh God, my tummy. If you guys are on system and on Windows, you can actually turn this, you can make it tie this way and put other, like make it 4 equals. Okay, you can do it that way. If I click here now, it will go here. I can select this, select this, select this one, and 4 of them will be here. And I know I can put, this is my first trade, second trade. First trade is showing twice. Okay, yeah. And this is the one that we cover. This is 10. All right. So you position it in this way. You can make it this way. This is your first trade, your second trade. Or let me just make it this way. This will be 2, then this will be 10. I'm just showing you guys based off the fact that this is for my system. I can do it this way. You understand? So now the only thing is that I won't be looking at I won't have that my what's one call. I can now maybe bring up where is that one that is showing me my. I can now click here if I want and bring out for me to be seeing my account. I hope this is not confusing you guys. Huh?
No,
No,
sir.
Okay. So I just wanted to bring out my account here. So I will just drag out my account on. I can design it. All I just need is for me to be seeing the account. That's all. The balance. I don't care of any other thing. Just for me to be seeing the balance. I can just put it somewhere around here. You understand? So now, as it's there, I can look, I come here. Remember, this is my first trade. And remember, my prediction number is what? My prediction number is 1. So I can scroll up here so that I can use this. This is my fourth trade, is it not? So because I have to lose this before I call it. So I can use this one now as what I use to monitor the markets. Do you understand it? So I'll be looking at if this one, if this one, maybe if I find one as we do you guys understand it so far?
Yes, sir.
This will make more sense to those that have a laptop. Please,
yes, yes.
if you want to take this thing very serious, use a laptop or a desktop, okay? Worse be worse. If you have a phone, if you must use a phone, then use a phone that is high end. All these phones that have like 8 gig and all this, just make sure that you don't have the phone is not slow because you need these numbers to be changing fast for you to pick. All right. So I'm just
Sometimes, sometimes those sometimes those numbers doesn't correspond. If you check two tabs, the two numbers on two tabs, you will notice that one is different from the other. You can try and check it.
they
So if you use
correspond.
only one to
They
check the
correspond.
others,
Look, see, the only time you will see that they don't correspond is maybe if here you choose volatility, uh, here you choose volatility, for example, you choose volatility 100 index, and here you choose another volatility. But as long as it's the same volatility, like example now, this is volatility 100 index. There are two 100 index. There is 100 1x index and there is 100 index. This and this are different. They are different. So if this one is carrying this one and this one is carrying this one, the figures will be different. But if it is the same thing that is here as this is and this is, they will always give you the same figure. Watch it. They will always give you the same figure. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So let me go back to where we started. So I will use this as where I will pick my trade, and that will just be it. So now, as I said, I'm going to show you guys another trick. So now I'm going to let's start trading. Of course, we are monitoring our progress here. We are monitoring our progress here. So we'll keep this here so that we can monitor our progress in this dimension. I think it's better here. So let's trade. Okay. Let's see if I can lose these 4 in a row. Okay. Shall we start? I think let's do this for the next 10 to 15 minutes and let's see how much we can make. Everybody take a record of what is here. Okay. So in this aspect, I'll be entering anytime I see 0 or 1. Why? Because this is demo account. I'm
Yes,
just
boss.
one sugar. But please, when you are trading live, don't enter anytime you see 1 or 0. Do you understand it? So now I will start. Okay, enter. If I won, I lost that one. Okay, I won it. Is it okay? I lost this one. You can see I lost this one, so I move to 2. I trade. Did I lose this one? I won it. Now, immediately I win this one, I will come back to my first trade, this place. Another mistake people make is when you lose this one, you win this one, you next trade you will still do it here where you win. No. If you whenever you have recovered your trade, go back to the start, which is this 0.3. I'll continue here again. I'll wait. I'll wait. As I told you guys, this market right now is very, very bad. So it's not a good time to trade. I want that one. But we'll just get to do this because we're on a live, is we are supposed to have live session. So we'll do it anyway. Is that okay? Now, another thing is we want that one. Another thing is that you can take trade even though if you did not see 0 here. If you see 2 here, you can take trade though. Because they don't really care if you took trade when you saw 9. They don't really care if you take trade when you saw 9. Whether if it is 7 that is here now, I can decide to click purchase. What they are after is, after I've clicked that purchase, the next one that comes, is it 1 or is it 0? So if it is 1 or 0, I will lose. Do you understand it? Do you guys understand
Yes,
it?
sir.
Now watch me. This
Yes,
is
sir.
9. This is 9. I'm going to take trade when it is not 0 or 1. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. You see the way it's hanging. 8. I take trade. Is neither 1, is neither this in 0. I take trade. I still want it. Why? Because the number that came after that was not 1 or 0. Now, the reason why I say wait when you find 1 or 0 is because by the time you find 1 or 0, the charts have already gone down, or the figure have already gone down. And from that down, the most possible way of movement should be up. From 9, the way possible movement should be down. Do you understand it? So that's why I say when you find 0, you take trade. So I pick here. I think we want this one too. We want it. We'll continue. We want it. We'll look for another one. We'll pick trade. Maybe we'll lose this one or win. We want it again. The entire system is hanging. This is not the best time to trade. Take trade. Let's see if we win or lose. We want it. We'll wait again. Take trade. Let's see. Want it. We want it. Continue. Are you guys saying it? Take trade. Do we win it or lose it? We want it. We'll continue. We take trade. Did we win it or lose it? We won it. Yeah, we won it. Continue, we wait. Take trade. I like to take trade when if I see 2. Because I've noticed most of the time when I see 2, it always go up. I want that one. Now, if you watch within these few seconds, we are almost approaching. We have made $1. Now, at this point, if I lose a trade, I will not go and say, let me recover it. Do you understand me? Do you guys understand this now?
Yes, sir.
I'll watch again. I'll look if I find a good entry time. Let me just enter. I think I might win or lose. I won it. I have made $1 right now. So if I lose, I do not lose up to $1. I still make profit. I'll continue. But if I still want to recover it, I can recover. You can see now I lost. Instead of me trying to recover it, I will continue. Why? Because the trade I entered, even though I lost, I'm still in profit. Do you understand it? This is the strategy you will use and you will always be in profit. You will always be in profit. When I lost that one, it was just a minor setback. So as we are set back, we continue. I think I lose this one. Now, I lost this one. As I lost this one, I think I can recover it. So I will go here and I will look for opportunity to recover it. And I think I recovered it. I recovered it. I'll come back to the starting. I'll continue. I'll continue. Are you guys seeing how simple this strategy is? I'll look at it again. I'll cover it. I'll do this. Okay. I'll look for it again. If I lose this one, I'll recover it. Okay. Profits. I'll look for two. I love two. Ah, two, don't chop my money. Okay, two push me down a bit. Let me try if I can recover this and see. All right, find 0 or 1. Or if I see 2, 0, recover it or loss. I recovered it. Are you guys seeing it? Are you guys seeing it now play out? Now I'll go back again to this place. I'll continue. Find 0 or 1. I'll enter. I want that one. I'll find 0. If I don't want, as I told you guys, you can enter at any figure you see. But the thing they are more concerned about is that the next figure that will come out, let it not, if it is 1 or 0, you lose the trade. So I enter and I want this one already. I'm almost 1 point something dollars now. In terms of profits, let's see. I'm still in profit. We are going. Look, take another trade. Let's see. Bring it up. Come on. You can see we keep growing the accounts. This is simple strategy. Simple strategy to grow your account. Don't be too greedy. This is something I am doing this right now when the market is not even favorable. Are you guys seeing it? I am doing this now when the market is not favorable. But many of you will remember if I try to recover every trade that I lost, maybe I would have lost this one, or this one. Is it not? Is it not? You're gonna answer me
Yes,
now.
sir.
Am I the
Yes,
only
sir.
one in this
Yes,
class?
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you structure your mind and your trade. You look at it as long as you are in profit. Me, what I used to do is that if I'm starting a trade, I will record how much before I start. I'll record if it is 1,800 and this. I'll write 1,800 and this plus the cents in there. Then I will start. As I'm going, if I lose, I'll look at the figure. If the figure is not below what I wrote there, I'll continue. The only thing that it may take me an extra 5 more minutes to recover, but it's okay. Do you understand it? So I'll continue now. Let's see. As you can see now, like 0 appeared like 3 straight times. That's why I say don't trade every time you find 0. Zero appeared now. Maybe I want this one also. Can see already hitting $2 in profit.
Sir, please, you could use your account.
You said? Now, if you watch here,
I said you should use real account.
demo and real account is the same thing, my dear brother. If you don't get it right on your demo, you can't get it right on your real account. As I told you guys, all right, my real account is over 1,000 plus, 1,800. Many of you were writing on the this thing that, oh, why it was so easy for me to make my daily this thing is because my account is big. But I'm showing you, I decided to use this demo. In fact, my demo was about 12,000. I have to take, I was taking like 10,000 and I was choosing the wrong trade so that I would just let me see that I am having small capital, maybe like this 160, which I started with. So that you guys can see that even you that have $160 or $100, since I started trading these accounts, those of you that joined me from beginning, have I gone beyond this and this place?
No, sir.
I have not gone beyond this and this, and I've taken more than 30 trades so far, and I've made $2 already while we are talking in the less than 10 minutes. Now, I want to ask you one question. How many of you here are employed? How many of you here work for someone? How many of you here? How many of you here work for someone? You work for
I am
someone.
employed though.
You are employed. Okay, Madam Mary,
Yeah.
let me direct this
Yes.
question to you. Now,
I am
how
employed though. I am
okay,
employed though.
how long do you work in your office?
8 hours.
You work 8 hours. You work eight
Yes.
hours. 8 hours. Now, 8 hours, we have 8 hours. That is 8 multiplied by 60. So she worked for, is it correct? That means you work for 480 minutes in a day. Okay, so you work 8 hours. Now, and have you ever sat down to ask yourself, okay, let's start this way. How much do they pay you? Is it okay if I ask how much you earn in a month? Or just give us like an idea of how much you earn in a month, not the actual figure. Like maybe you can even make it to be more than that. You can make it to be maybe what you want them to be paying you, or you can make it lower. But just give us an idea so that I will show you guys something. Madam Mary, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, just give us an idea of what you are paid. Okay. Don't give us the exact figure,
Okay.
but you can give us something close to it or even something above it. I just want to show you
Paid
guys the
150.
sort. Okay.
Okay. Just take 200.
All right. So let's say you make 200. Okay. Every month. You make 200 every month. Okay. 200,000. And you work 8 hours a day. Is it not? You work 8 hours a day. Madam Mary, you said
Yeah.
8 hours a day. So 8 hours, and
Yes. 8 hours a day.
do you work on Saturdays?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you work 8 hours a day. If you are to remove Saturdays, that means you work around 20 days in a month times
Yes.
20.
2021.
Okay, so you work 160 hours in a month. So if you take 200,000 and you divide it by 160, you are actually being paid 1,250 naira per hour.
per day.
That is what you earn in an hour. If your
Hourly.
salary is 200,000, you work 8 hours a day. Now, this 8 hours a day, is it like this is the time you get to the office, you stay in the office and you leave?
No, we work from 8 to 5.
From 8 to
One
5.
hour, 1 hour in one, yes, 8 to 5. 1 hour in between is break time.
That means you work more than 8 hours. Your work starts immediately you leave your house. Once that
Okay.
moment, that
We
moment you
resume.
wake up, that moment you wake up and you
Yes.
start running around to dress, that is when your work starts. Because at
Wow,
that moment,
that's true.
nothing else matters until you're at that place of work. So your work actually
Yeah,
starts
exactly. Exactly.
immediately you wake up. That is when your working hour starts. So maybe you wake up by 6, you drive from there, you do everything, maybe you get to the office by 8. So from
I'm
8,
in Lagos. So I'm
from
in Lagos, so if I wake by 6, that means I'll go to work.
okay, so you wake up by when?
I wake up 5 at least.
Okay, wake up 5. So from 5 to 8, that is 3 hours already. So from 8 to another 5, 8 hours, that is 11 hours. Then when you close, when do you get home?
I just got home now. Not quite long.
Okay, so you close by 5 and you are getting home by, let's say, 8. So
Yes, because it
5,
rained and then the traffic.
5, 6, 7, 8. So that means in total you work 14 hours a day. You work 14 hours.
Oh,
So you multiply this by 20. This is the actual time. Now we are looking at this and you are being paid 200,000. You divide this by 280 that you work. You are being paid 714 naira per hour that you work. And now you know that this same work you do is tedious, is brain taxing,
yeah,
is this. They will
yes.
tell you you will not go here, you will not go there. And after that, you are being paid this amount of money for that listen. All right. Now, from this same, when you fall sick, you are being paid 200. Oh, you are the one that will, if you have a car, it is from this salary you will fuel your car. If you have a family, it's from this salary you will feed your family. If you have children going to school, it's from this salary you will pay their school fees. When you fall sick or your children fall sick, it's still from this salary, or do they have hospital allowance?
Yeah, they have like HMO
HMO,
for
yeah.
the
HMO
yeah.
is deducted from your salary now, it's not free.
I think so.
It's HMO. I have worked in human resource. HMO is deducted from your salary. HMO is not free. You
Yeah,
pay as of then. I know there are different packages. There are packages that cover your family. There are packages that do not cover some aspect of sickness. Like there are some HMOs that don't even cover surgery.
yeah,
There are some that covers only you. It's package by package, but whichever package
yeah. It's package to package.
whichever one you select, they will be deducting it from your salary every month. And the month you did not pay, you don't enjoy the benefit. That is what is there. So now, why I'm telling you this is when you look at all of these things, Wh-
one of your mic off. The two of you are listening.
When you look at all of these things, you begin to ask yourself, am I progressing or retrogressing? I don't know whether I muttered that English. Oh. Are you moving forward or you are moving backward? That is why you see people will tell you that you can never get rich working for someone. It's not that working for someone is bad. It's just that you will never earn the true value of what you should earn as long as you're not working for yourself. Okay, so Madam Mary, you made 714 naira every hour. Okay, and maybe when you get back home, you are tired, you won't be able to
Just
give
below
you
$1 now.
you won't be able to give your husband attention, you are moody, and anybody
Yes.
that anybody that talk to you, you are like a complete naked wire. So this is is the no-go area time. Nobody should dare come close to mommy. Mommy need to rest. Mommy need to, even this training now is a stress to you. Am
You
I
can see
lying?
why I'm pursuing you everywhere.
Now, the reason why I will tell you guys this, and the reason why I know what you feel, is because I have been in the same settings that you are in. The place you are now, I have been in that position. I have been in position where I work almost 7 days in a week. I've been in a position where I work, not like I work 7 days in a week. I only have 12 hours of off every week. So I know what it is, and that is why I tell you. So, Madam Mary, if you this is the actual amount you are earning per hour. So if you multiply this by 14 hours, you are making around 10,000. Okay? Now, Madam Mary, if I can teach you
Mm.
how you can earn 10,000 naira without going all through that hustle, without going all through that being on the traffic, go to the office, uh, send you go here, customers disturb you go here, you after that you close, enter motor, stay on the long queue, come back to your home. Hey, you are tired. Would you not, if I can show you a means that you can be able to earn this, will it not be a life changing opportunity?
Yeah, it will be it will
But
be
I have already shown you
a
guys
very
this.
good life changing opportunity.
I have already shown you guys this. This is the platform. The thing there is this. Let me tell you something. What is stopping you people from moving forward is fear. It's not the money you invested in, it's the fear of losing the money you invested in. But let me tell you something, that is a life is all about risk. Life. If you take risk out of life, it will become boring. Let me give you an instance. Do you know that every time you go to bed, you sleep and you wake up, you take the risk of not waking up? But do you even notice that risk? Why? Because sleeping has become a necessity in your life. Is it not? Hello?
Yes, yes,
Are you guys still
yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir, we
Now,
are here.
Yes,
because
yes, we are here.
one thing I want you guys to understand is you need to kill fear for you to move forward.
Mm.
Now, is there any one of you here that trek to your office every day? You trek from your house to your office. Maybe your office is in the town and you live outside of town. You trek from your house to your office. Is there any one of you here that does that?
Yes, sir, many of us here.
Or you trek? That is
I don't think.
that is because your office is closer. That's why you trek. If your office is very far, you get my trek. At least once in a while, you will enter either public transport or your own personal transport. But if you are entering public transport or your own personal transport, Are there not accidents happening on the road? Are there not people having accidents and dying on the road?
Every day, sir.
Is it not the same road you will still take the same risk and you will still
Yes.
enter this into go? So now, every single thing that you do in this life, you are taking risk,
Yes.
knowingly and unknowingly. Some
Yes.
of the risks you take, you know them. Some of the risks you take, you
Don't know
don't know
them.
them. But because now this is a risk that you are seeing it in money form, it is cutting your mind. Because this is a risk that you see in money value, your mind is beating like machine engine oka. We used to call it engine oka in Igbo language. That machine they use to grind cassava or corn. Listen, if you don't let go of your fear, you won't move forward. I told you guys, I said, don't take this platform as a gambling site. Don't. I don't introduce people to gambling. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. I don't do that. It doesn't correlate with my belief. I don't do that. If this is not a business model that you can do, I will not even tell you guys do it. So don't come in here with the mindset of a gambler. What is the mindset? Oh, if I'm lucky, I will win big money. Make a realistic target for yourself. What is a realistic target? A realistic target is this. I have $160 I'm starting with. I want to make 10%. Or, okay, maybe let me make 8% since it's 160. What is 8% of 160? You might be having like $12. You start. You structure your account this way. You trade here. If you lose on this one, if your loss did not eat into your main capital, your 160, you still have profit. Don't recover it. Continue trading. If it eat into your 160 now as it is here, that is when you can now go ahead and try to recover it. If you recover it, go back to the first one and continue here. Don't say, oh, as I won this one, let me see if I can win 10 now. If I win 10, I made like 2 points. I will just achieve my distance. That is when you will be taking too much risk. Everybody wants to make money quick, oh, but if you want to do that way, you will lose. So what do? You trade here, you make profit, you continue here. You lose, you move to this place. You recover it here, you go back to this place. You do it this way. If you lose this one, you lose this one, what do? Take a just take maybe 30 seconds break. Just do as if you are frozen in front of your computer. Just hold on. Allow this thing to move for some time, then resume back. You can then go if you want to recover it with this one. But you see, as you lose here, you want to jump immediately, pam, pam, pam. The possibility of you trading emotionally with fear can set in. And the next thing you do what? Pam, pam, pam. Immediately you lose this one, and lose this one. Your mind begin to beat like engine. Your heartbeat will increase like more than 10 times. It will be that's how it will be beating. And by that time, you are no longer, I am telling you guys this why, because I'm a trader. By that time, you are no longer looking at the things you should watch out for. You are not looking, oh God, what if I take now? If I take this trade now, I might lose it, or I might gain it. Is that not what is it not what you guys are passing through?
That's what
Yes,
I,
so
Like that.
I know many of you will be like, is this guy, is he looking at us when when we are doing these things. Is it the only reason why I can relate with you guys because I trade the same way you guys trade. The same tension that you encounter, I encounter it too. I encounter it too. The same way you lose the first trade, lose second, lose the third, I have experienced it too. See, I have lost the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth.
That one happened.
See, let me tell you something. If you no get mind, you no fit do anything. Oh. Make I use make I use Nigerian broken for you. So guys, please follow these instructions. But now let me also make this a bit clear so that we can a way I have discovered we can confuse the algorithm of this platform small. Okay? I'm
Sir,
going to
sir, please, I have a question. Can I ask?
can you write the equation down?
All right, sir, all right.
Or is it particular about this right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, just ask.
Sir, I was wondering if those numbers are programmed.
See, the numbers are programmed to be proverbially fair. Now, why I'm telling this is that this platform will not manipulate for you to lose. Why? Because they are regulated by institutions. If the institutions they are being regulated by discover that they are manipulating it for customers to lose, do you understand it? They are manipulating for customers to lose. They stand the chance of being arrested and being prosecuted. Do you understand it? So what they do is in anything business, there is an advantage given to the house. In anything business, trading, that is why you see Binance. If you are trading on Binance, whether you lose, some people say, we are going to destroy CZ. These are, I say, shut up, you don't know what you're doing. Every single trade you take, every single trade you close, every single trade you enter, Binance makes money. Why? Because they charges you trading fee. That trading fee is Binance own advantage in the market. So these people don't charge you trading fee. What is their advantage? Their advantage is that they will reduce your payouts. What is your payout? I am investing 0.37. Normally, it should be 50-50. Is it not? Whether I lose or I win. But they are giving
Yes.
the opportunity to reduce my return. This is my return, 18.9%. So which means I have 18.9% chance of losing instead of me having 100% chance of winning. Do you understand it? Just minus, whenever you see the figure here, just do calculation of this 100 minus any figure you see here. That is your win rate. If it is 18.9 minus 18.9. So my win advantage is it's 1.1%. So I have 18.9% chance of losing. And that is why you will see we run into losses. Do you understand it? Because this is almost 20%. This one is 23.7%, which means ideally, if you take 6 trades, you are expected to lose at least 1 or 2 trades. Do you understand this now? Are you guys understanding it?
Yes, sir.
So you need to understand the maths behind the system for you to uh, understand how it works. Now, moving forward. Now, there are certain things you can do. This one will work more for those people on laptop that you can do for you to, in a way, cheat the system so that they will really know like what is this guy really trading. So now one thing I do is another thing I do like here My last predict number. Are you guys listening now?
Yes, sir.
My last predict number here, I will change. This is 1. Here, instead of here being 1, I will move it to 8. Now watch. If I move it to 8, this here under will now give me 23%. Are you seeing it? This is the update. Are you guys seeing it? Are you guys seeing what I just did now? Please now, you guys
No,
should.
sir.
Not yet. Not yet.
Eh?
No.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, yes.
okay.
You increase the
Here,
last digit.
here, listen, here, okay. My last digit is 1, and I'm predicting over, which means I'm saying that from 1, any number that is coming should be above 1. So from 2 upwards. So in this one now, for my recovery phase, this is another way to cheat the system. I put 8 here. So 8, I will now, instead of choosing over, I will now choose under. I will now choose under. See, if I put 8 here, are you seeing that under now show me that my return will be 2.23.5 instead of the over showing me. Over is now showing me 80 something, 800 something. Why? Because I am now predicting that if I put 8 here and I'm choosing under, it means that I am predicting that the numbers that will come will be below 8. So the only number that will come out for me to lose will be either 8 or 9. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes.
do you guys understand it?
Yes, sir.
No, no, sir.
Okay. I'm waiting for that person that said no. Let me re-explain again. But please, guys, give me a minute. Let me take water. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, back to. All right, let me. I'm coming. Sorry, guys. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now, I said this. What you're working with is the last predict number. In this case, now we chose 1 here. All right. And we are monitoring here. Whenever we say 1 or 0, we take our trade. So we take the trade that it will be over. Why? Because we are predicting that the number will be above 1. So if you now put 8 here, you will not, if you, in this second one here, your recovery trade, if you select 8, you will not go and click over. Why? Because you will be saying that the number that will come next will be either 8 or 9. No. But if you put 8 here, you will now choose under instead of over that you choose here. Why? Because you will not be saying that by choosing 8, you will now select under, which means you are saying that any number that will appear once you have clicked should be below 8. It should be under 8. Do you guys understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think okay. Let's just leave it. Let me put it back to 1. Like I see so many people they
Now we
are
understand it perfectly.
So many people they are let them not go and misunderstand it and go and blow the account again. Yes, please, because I know
No, sir, that is very clear.
everybody's
Those
understanding
that
are not the
understand it
same.
can go ahead
It's
with
very
it.
clear.
See, listen, guys,
Please go
listen.
ahead. You will
See,
understand.
listen. This is not the first time
Those
I
that
have.
understand it.
This is not the first time I'm training
Go
people.
ahead.
I
Go
have
ahead.
seen people tell me, "Oh, we understand it. We understand it. Everything is clear, smooth," only for them to go and blow the
We have
account.
actually tried out this under before, so we understand this how this under works too.
No problem. For so those of you that understand how this
Abi,
under work, then you understand the strategy I'm showing you. But for those of you who do not understand how this under work, please continue with your over. Now, there's another thing again you
But
can
bros,
do.
do you make more money with the under?
You said
Do you make more money with the under?
no, it's the same thing. It's the same
I
thing.
think it's the same thing now. It's just the same thing.
It's
Just don't
just
want to
like
beat the
instead
person
of
on
you
one end.
predicting always that it will be above
Um,
one, you are not saying that it can be
I've,
below one, below, below.
I've tried other strategy before, but on demo account, I won like around 50 trades. When I tried it with real account, I lost 5 trades consecutively.
All right.
Wow.
Now, that is why what I do is this. The strategy is this. For those of you that want to use it, how you use this strategy is this. You put, if you select 8 here, for example, you select 8 here, that is for those that want to use it. You select 8 here, okay? Then here, this trade, leave it still at 1. Then this one, you put 8. Here, you select 8. Now, what you are doing is you are kind of like confusing the platform. They will be like, which one is this guy really going with? Because know that it's the same account that you divided into 4 places. So here, your first trade, you are predicting 1. If you predict 1 and you lose, if the system is monitoring you to bring out 1 or 0, if you lose here, maybe the system is monitoring to bring out 1 or 0, so you will lose your second trade. In your second trade, you are not predicting 1 or 0. Do you understand the psychology now?
Yes, sir.
In your second trade, you are
Yes,
predicting
sir.
below. So if them discover, okay, maybe this guy we are is doing some, let us do something. Your next trade will be above 1. If that is how you do it. So I kind of like spread it this way. If I go with 1, if I lose, I'll go with 8. If I lose this one, I'll go with 1 here. If I lose one, I'll go with 8 here. That's how I do it. So let's trade with this a little. Let's see. Is that okay? All right, back to
Yes, sir.
this and let me go find 0, enter. Did I make profit or loss? Profit. All right, find 0 and enter. 1, enter. You can see what I'm telling you about that, what's it called? Hanging. So when you find that it's hanging this way, you don't take the trade. Find 0 again, enter. 1, enter. If I lose, I want to see if I will lose. Okay, since I'm not losing, maybe let me just imagine that I have lost this trade now. So I come in here. If you come to this place, what you want to basically find, if you want to trade with the 8, what you're looking for is to see if you find 8 or 9. 8 or 9 come out, you can take 8, come out, I take trade.
This one, that is over. Oh.
Oh my God, you can see, is another mistake you can do. If you click over, you can see I made a mistake now and I went and click over. So please guys, if you are doing this, make sure you're clicking on under. So I will come here, let me see if I can recover it. Or let me try if I can recover it. Find 8, find 8, find 8 or 9, 8. And yeah, Okay, I hit 9 now, which means I lost that one. You can see it. So I'll come here and I'll click on and look for one. This is one. One trade. I'm looking for one. I'm looking for one. 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 Okay. And I won the contract. I won it. So once I won this one now, I will go back. I'll go back. I can decide since this one I will lost like I lost this $1 here. I can decide to really go through here, but no. I'll go back to this place and I'll start trading my over with one. Do you understand it now? It's just like you confusing the algorithm so that they won't know particularly that okay, this guy is always clicking whenever he find one or zero. Do you understand? This is for those of you that understand this, the alternating method. But for those of you that do not understand it, just leave it at one. Biko. Just leave it at one and trade. Now remember the instruction I told you guys, is not every time that you see one you must trade though. Not every time you see one you must trade. Not every time you see one that you must trade. Don't trade every time you see one. So I won this and I recovered my money. All right, so that's just basically it, guys. So make sure if your account is within $1, $100 to $300, please trade with this account size. Trade with this account size. I'm begging you guys, trade with this account size. If you trade like this in a day, I assure you that you will make at least $20. If you can maintain this, like if you trade here, if you lose here you go over here, if you recover it here you come back to the beginning again, if you lose here you recover it here or here you still return back here, you will always be in profit. All right, so that is basically it. And another thing again I want to show you guys is there is a way that website and application tracks your movement on their site. They do that using what we call cookies and caching. All right, do you guys hear what I said?
Yes,
Cookies
sir.
and what? Cache. So if the cookie is not the one they sell in the market too, so this is the internet cookies. The internet cookies is more of like your footstep. They track your footsteps. So what you can do for you to do that, if you suspect maybe that is as if these people they suspect them, eh? If you're on your laptop, before you start trading, you come here, go to, you see this three dotted line here, click on it. You will see where they say settings. Go to settings. Once you come to your settings section here, type in here cookies. You see cookies. As I type in cookies, you will see that they say clear browsing history, cookies and cache. You can see all of these things. You click here, you can select for, if you go to basic, you can select if you want to clear it. I know there's a way to select for a site. You can click on this, like you can click on these ones. Make sure that you have, because if you click, this is for the last 1 hour. You can do it for 4 weeks, 7 days, days. If maybe you suspect that they are tracking you for that day, you can come here, select for 24 hours, click on clear. It will clear all the cookies that the site have saved on your browser, of your history of your interaction. Do you understand it? So once you do that, if you watch now, you can see if free up less than, I will be free up 300 something worth of data and informations that have been stored on my system. Not just only by this. Now, the reason why they do this cache image and files is because when you enter, like when you load When you come to this, the browser automatically download pieces of this site and save it so that when next you are visiting, it will load faster. Do you understand it? So coming here, clean it, you clear the data. Once you clear data, you go back. You can just always use maybe 24 hours. Don't use 7 days. Do you guys understand how I got to this place? Or should I repeat the step?
So can we do it with mobile phone?
I don't know if you can do it on mobile.
Yes.
You can you do it on mobile phone?
Yes, you can do it on mobile
Okay.
phone.
So they said you can do it on mobile phone. So that means you can do it on mobile phone. My own, I'm already used to.
Please, but you need to check it again. I didn't understand it.
Okay. Now, if you want to do it on your laptop, you see this place. You see this place here. Look. Oh, let me get this. Watch. You see this place. You see where I highlighted.
I'm not seeing your cursor.
Look now, see this thing. See. Are you seeing what I'm
Okay,
drawing?
yes,
Right
yes.
corner.
Now,
Top right
see.
corner.
Yes.
See the place I'm pointing to. Are you seeing where? Close to where my picture
Okay.
is. Is
Okay,
it
the three dotted line.
good? That three dotted line.
Okay.
You click on it. If you click on it, you will find settings. If you find settings, you click on the settings. Once, if you are on Google Chrome, most of them will have this search function. If they don't have search function, you can just go to what's it called? Privacy and security. If I go to privacy and security and scroll down, you can see clear browsing data. Are you getting it? I can just click here. It's the same thing. But if I want to get to it easier, I'll just come here, search, I'll type cookies. It will bring it up under privacy and security. Click on this, then you will see time range. Click on time range, select 24 hours, then click on clear data. Once you click on it, it will clear data. Then you can open the site anew. You can open this, you can reload the site then and start and set it up, and then before you can start your trade. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. I've done mine now.
All right. In this way, you will also increase your, if peradventure they are monitoring your this thing through your cookies and your browsing history. Like maybe cookies can be, they can be saving information like, okay, you are clicking on buy every time you see one. You understand? They can save such because cookies collect a lot of information. So one thing you can do, clear it, then you start your trade. Just clear it, but make sure you have your, because once you clear it, if you are coming to this place, let me show you now. If I click on clear now, if I click on clear, like I cleared mine now, and if I come in here and I click on binary, it will ask me to log in because it will not save. It's just like I am visiting the site afresh. Do you understand it? Are you seeing the way it's taking time to load now, like unlike before? Do you notice that it took time to load now, unlike before? You see now, like I am coming afresh, it's not showing me to log in. I can go ahead now and log in. Okay, they will think I am just using the system for the first time. So this is what you can do. Maybe if you have traded like for, like you made your first $10, if your target is $15, maybe you make your first $5, you can just come clear your cache, delete all of the tabs, open the browser again, maybe after 10-15 minutes, open the browser again, log in afresh, and continue with your business for the day. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, guys, if you know you got value from this
Hello,
story,
sir.
just type in value. Michael, welcome.
Hello, sir.
You just came in, Michael.
Oh, no. After
clearing my cookies, the whole thing went off.
Oh, okay. Type in value if you got value from this. Okay, so how many of you are more confident in terms of your trading after this live session? How many of you are more confident to go and trade now? How many of you? If you know you are more confident, you learn something that will help you to improve on your trading, type in me. All right, so it's not a matter of how much is your portfolio. It's not a matter of, oh, Mr. Nakachi is having so X amount of money. You're having small X amount of money. It's the same strategy that applies. As me, as you are risking 0 point something, I am risking 1.58. My recovery trade are higher than your own. So the same risk you are taking is the same risk I'm taking. Do you understand it? All right, so we have one, two, three, four, five people that have questions. So let's start from Mr. Chukuma Odu. Mr. Chukuma, come on now. See,
Thank
more
you, sir.
people are now raising their hand. I know the last person, Emmanuel. Manuel is the last person.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. Chooks, go ahead.
Thank you for the sacrifice. We appreciate. I just my own. What I was trying to see if I can. The analogy you gave to us. I've seen when the system is lagging. How I wish I would have seen when the system is not lagging, so that I'll be able to compare and notice.
Now, the same way you notice that the system is lagging, when you see something that is moving, how did you understand that the system is lagging? Because you see, it will take time before it will change. You understand? Because
Yes, the interval takes time.
this thing is supposed to be changing every seconds. It's tick, tick, tick every second. So when you see that it is changing promptly the way the clock ticks, then you know that it is working in the right way. But if you see that maybe it ticks, if these figures appear, maybe like 6 9 appear and 6 9 stay there like more than 1 seconds, it's still like maybe 2 to 3 seconds, you know that the system is lagging. You don't trade that time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, let's go with Jonas. Jonas Madu. Jonas Madu. Jonas Madu. You raise your hand. Jonas. Jonas Madu, are you there? All right, Jonas. Let's go to Juicy.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. Yes, I hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Sir, while the training was going on, when you wanted to share the other strategy where you change the number and my phone actually went off. I was running down to go and plug it. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe I can get a recap on that, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry I can't do that now because the reason is because I am kind of like I've already wiped out my cookies. It's now have to for me to log in with my details
Yes.
and they are confidential. So, but the training, the video is recorded. All right. So, exercise patients, I will post the recording before 2 p.m. tomorrow. You guys will get the recorded
Okay,
version.
sir.
So you can watch it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Next person is Julius.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Julius.
Yeah, I want to. I tried sharing my screen, but I don't know how. I mean, to share the screen in four parts. It didn't require any extension or
You want to share your screen?
yes, into the in, in four parts like yours.
Are you using a laptop?
Yes, in Windows.
Okay, you're on Windows. It's very easy now. Now, see, Are you using are you using Google Chrome on your Windows?
Yes, sir.
Good. If you are using Google Chrome, that means you can open multiple tabs as like this. You can see I am on this place now. I have opened this one. I've opened this one by clicking on the plus icon. Is it not? Hello? Julius, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Good. Now,
Yes, sir.
if I come in here and I paste the address, this is the address. All right. This is the address for this one. This is the address. So, and I paste it here too. I paste it here. But do you understand how to open multiple tabs like these ones now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if you want this tab to be on a different screen, all you need to do is here, this place. Are you seeing this place I highlighted on the tab? This place.
Yes, sir.
Just take your mouse, click on it, click and hold, then drag it out. Example, watch. I bring my mouse here, I click, I hold it, I drag it out. It stays on its own. I click this one, I hold it, I drag it out. It stays on its own. Do you understand it now? Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So next question. Next question. Who is next?
Sir, it's not like
Hello, Julius. I'm
no,
waiting
sir.
for you. You say what?
Yeah, in like as you share your screen in equal four part, like the equal four part in the screen, the thing fit in
Julius is the
four
same thing
four parts.
now. It's the same thing now. When you drag it out, you adjust it. Wait, this one na for example. I drag this one out. You can bring if you bring your mouse to the edge here, you see it will turn to two arrows, two-headed arrows. If you bring it to at the edge, whether to the top or to the down, you see the way it's changing to those arrows. Immediately it's changed to that arrow, it means you can click and drag. If I click here, I can drag it down. Click there, here, it changes, drag it up. If I want to drag it to this side, I will come to this side. It turn, I will drag it to this side. Are you getting it?
Thank you, sir.
It's not just about thank you. Do you understand it? Eh?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. All right. Who is next? Who is next? All right, Julius. Okay, Mr. Manuel. Manuel, go ahead, ask your question. Please, those of you that are raising your hand now, I can't take your questions or my food is already cold. Peter, raise your hand down. Peter, you can ask me your questions. You can send questions to my inbox. Manuel, are you there? Manuel Odunko.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, go
I'm here,
ahead.
sir.
Good evening.
Doing, sir.
Evening, evening.
I raised my hand when you were asking the question. It's not, I don't have a question now. It was those time that you asked us how many before.
Okay.
That's how come I raised my hand.
Okay, no problem, no problem. All right, Madam Mary, go ahead if you have question.
Okay. I just wanted to ask that if you want to add to your anyway, I've blown my account, so I just have small money and I want to add small again to it.
Mama say, no, it is true for her to say the truth. And Mama, I believe
Yes.
you haven't watched this now. You clearly see where you made the mistakes or where the mistake came from.
Exactly.
You understand? So this was
Exactly.
the message I was trying
Yes.
to pass. And I know many people do not understand. That's why I said no, I will not be able to rest if I don't do a live session like this. So I'm sorry to hear that you blow your
Yes. Thank
account, but you will recover them all.
you. Amen. Amen.
All right,
I'm not
Mama.
giving up.
Yeah, you can't give up.
Yeah.
It's not
So I
possible.
wanted to find out, is it the same process?
In terms
Same
of
process of moving from um there's a place where they will ask plenty questions. So I'm like, is it the same
no, no, no.
process?
You don't need that. You have already created your USDT account there now.
Yes.
So all you
Yes.
need to do,
Yes.
you will see once you are on your USDT account, you will see your deposit. You will see that place. That place
Okay.
will tell you see where they write deposit. Just click on that place. It will take you to where you will get your. You can copy your contact address.
They don't release
Okay.
this one.
Mm, that's just it.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay. Thank
you're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma. All right. So
I
Jonas
hope you will
Madu.
make my
Jonas Madu. Over to you. Mr. Jonas Madu. Are you guys there? Is Mr. Jonas there? All right. I think Mr. Jonas, maybe he's sleeping or resting or forgot. All right, guys. I want to thank you all for your time today. I want you guys to go to the group and make some noise, show your excitement if you know you enjoyed the training. After this training now, after this, I am going to open the group. So if you know you enjoyed the training, I want you guys to go type a good review about the training today and what you learned on the group so that it is a way of you motivating those people that did not attend for them to watch the video that we're going to upload. So that by the time we upload it, they will be able to watch it so that they can equally learn as well. Those of you who have questions that are unanswered, I will also advise you to rewatch this video so that you can get it in a much more better way. All right, guys, till next time, thank you, guys. Before we go, we'll just take a closing prayer. I know we did not start with an opening prayer, it was a gross oversight. So I know God has forgiven us. But please, let's bow down our head as we pray and appreciate God Almighty for life. Our Father in heaven, we thank you. We want to adore you. We want to appreciate you for what you have done for us. Thank you for the good things you are giving to us. Thank you for the life. Thank you for the family. Thank you for the strength. Thank you that we can hear, we can see, we can talk, we can walk. Father, these are miracles we experience every day. Most of the times we do not even appreciate it, but we say, Lord, to you be all the glory in the name of Jesus. Father, thank you for this training. Thank you for the presenters. Thank you for the listeners. Thank you for making it possible for them out of their busy schedules to still find time to for we to connect as a family and learn from one another. Father, this I pray and I ask that as all of them will go to trade, Father, show them mercy and favor in the name of Jesus. Let their struggle for a
you.
better life be of a good result. Father, any devourer that will want to stand in their way in terms of losses or blowing of their account, Father, I take authority over them and nullify their power. Whatever that will make it for we to trade with emotions of fear, Father, we bring that fear under subjection this moment. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. We ask Jehovah that as we go to sleep, you will send your angels to watch over us and our family, protect us, and
Amen.
that tomorrow you wake us up to the glory of your holy name. In Jesus'
Amen.
mighty name we pray. Amen
Amen.
and amen.
Amen.
Thank you guys for yet
Thank you so
another
much. We
time.
really appreciate it.
All right,
Yeah.
same here, guys. Enjoy yourself. So I'm going to be unlocking the group after this. So, guys, send in your good. If you enjoy the training, just say one or good words that you enjoy the training and encourage others to watch the replay as I'll be posting it later tomorrow. All right, so then have a wonderful day and God bless you guys.
Thank you.
I you too.
God bless you. Thank you.
I you too, man. You too, man.